This is a download from the BBC. For more information and our terms of use, go to bbcworldservice.com/podcasts.
Hello, I'm Yvonne Archer and this is 6 Minute English. Today I've been joined by Alice. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Yvonne.
Now, Alice, everyone seems to have something to say about estate agents, or as they're known in the United States, real estate agents, the people who help others to buy or sell houses or flats. But what would you say about the language they use?
Oh, it can be very descriptive, and often they make things sound better than they really are.
I have to agree with you on that one. Well, estate agents do seem to have a language all of their own. For example, if they describe a house as characterful, what would you think they meant by that, Alice?
Well, characterful, so full of character, perhaps old, unusual, and maybe that there are quite a few things that need fixing.
Definitely. But before we go any further, let's have today's question. There are lots of old houses in London, Alice, but do you know anything about the smallest house?
The smallest house? I don't.
Well, the smallest house was built in 1805 in central London, and it's said that it was used by people who were watching out for body snatchers, people who stole bodies from the nearby cemetery for medical examinations. Anyway, can you guess how wide that house is, Alice? 2.4 metres, 5.6 metres, or 1 metre wide?
Oh, I think I'll go for 2.4 metres. I can't imagine anything smaller.
No, but I will tell you what the correct answer is later on. So, we've already heard some language used by real estate agents, but what about some of the other things they write in advertisements? In 1968, it became illegal against the law to advertise a house or a flat in a way that might discriminate against different groups of people or encourage discrimination. Listen to this example.
Beautiful 3-bedroom house, close to temples.
Alice, why might that language be seen as discriminatory?
Well, it said close to temples, so maybe that might describe the perfect house for people of a certain religion. But it could also seem like the sellers and the estate agent won't sell the house to people of any other religion.
So using the words close to temples could be used to exclude or discriminate against people of other religions or encourage discrimination against them.
It's complicated. So estate agents have to be very careful about the language they use to stay within the law.
Now, one of the most interesting uses of language in estate agent adverts are the synonyms, finding words which mean the same thing. So, for example, how many ways can you say the word small without putting people off? Here's Paul Bonnet, an estate agent who said that for the past 30 years, the vocabulary estate agents use hasn't changed much.
You've got the compact, you've got the bijou, you've got the delightful, you've got the attractive, you've got
Charming.
the panoramic.
So there we heard words that lots of estate agents use. Alice, can you explain them for us, please?
Yes, we heard compact, which means that it's quite small, but everything that's needed can still fit into it. We heard bijou. That's more elegant, means that the apartment, the flat, is small and elegant.
And what about panoramic?
Well, that means there's a good view of the area, so you can see all around you from the flat.
Now, Paul Bonnet wanted the adverts from his real estate agency to stand out from all the others, to be more noticeable so that they'd attract more customers. They decided to make their descriptions more poetic, like poetry.
And of course, while factual descriptions appeal to or satisfy our heads, our intellect, poetry appeals to our hearts, how we feel.
It does. So here's a factual description for a flat.
2-bedroom first floor balcony flat with superb sea views towards the Palace Pier.
OK, we know there are 2 bedrooms, but did the description include anything that appeals to your emotions, Alice?
Well, not really. I mean, superb sea views sounds quite nice, but nothing too attractive.
No. So let's hear a more poetic description of the same flat by the poet Paul Lyle. He's helping Paul Bonnet write his adverts.
The room fills your eyes with air and space. The first thing you see is the sea meeting the sky. The windows lead out onto the terrace, taking you above and beyond with room to breathe.
Would you be interested in viewing that flat, Alice?
It sounds lovely. Filling your eye with air and space.
So, adverts that appeal to our emotions but are also accurate and fair seem to work quite well for us, don't they, Alice?
They do.
Now, earlier, I asked you how wide the smallest house in London is, and what you said was...
I think I went for 2.4 metres.
Oh, it's actually 1.05 metres wide, really narrow.
So compact and bijou.
But that's all for today's 6-Minute English. Join us again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.